Now Folk for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
In motion right here, Boyd.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
He's got a man complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Meanwhile, Jones' throw there taken in by Smith.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They hand this off to Harris. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Three yards remain for second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the 44, Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Boy, Brandon, a missed opportunity there at the end of this first half. You'd love to give your guys a lead going into the break, but this effort doesn't find the mark, and that's going to keep things all square.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Watch the run. 11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to look deep down the field.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
No, boy.
So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there. And that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, first and 10.
11 MT, 11 MT.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 59 yards. And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And McPherson on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones, very quick throw. He's got Myers. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A give for Stevenson, running right. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
As a quarterback, you got to be cautious. Got to understand where the pressure is going to come from. This time, it's a cornerback coming after him. And this time, the cornerback just a bit late getting to him. The penalty assessed.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Straight ahead at Stevenson. And he's got some space here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They run with Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Folk. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. and you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. That is caught at the 7. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Let's get set. Ready? 11, 90.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 22 on the season, as they have taken the lead. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet. But you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got Smith here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. They run for it with Harris. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 139 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From just shy of midfield, Jones, open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
57's Mike. Mike 57. I'm here all day.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. Slant route, and he finds Thornton. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On the handoff, Stevenson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Stevenson is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bengals drive about to get going. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They give it off here to the tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Burrow. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Again, it's Stevenson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff, Stevenson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Here's Stevenson. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Ramondre Stevenson with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Patriots have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
Folk connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? This may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
12, 12, 12.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
11,
Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Throwing, Burrow steps away. Man open his board, it's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line. Mixing up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st.
11 Thomas. 11 MT. 11 MT. Check. 12.
Now Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And he'll lose yard. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13. 12. 11.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
A final shot now for Burrow. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the Patriots are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. But Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position for that final play, had a decent look toward the end zone, but ultimately picked off, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, they gave themselves a great opportunity, didn't they? They'll replay that snap over and over. But sometimes you just have to give credit to the other side. Defense stood up in the final moment and came through with the interception.
So for the Patriots, the win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it's a slip-up that could cost them as they drop now to 12-3. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo.